Hi everyone, a very good afternoon to all of you and welcome to this session. We are going to do a few more questions for mains exam, and this is the practice where we try and understand more about the concept, try to work on the comprehension along with accuracy of course, but we need to understand that of course there is a level up we are going to face and we need to prepare for that. Okay, so jaldi say like or share kar do. If you are new on the channel, subscribe. If you don't know me, I am Niharika Mehra and I've been teaching English for more than 10 years now. So please make sure that you are a part of this family for regular sessions. Also, I have regular classes on YouTube. We have classes on our main channel, TGB Mentors, and it's on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Time is 1:30 p.m. On other 3 days, that's Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, I have classes on this channel. We have extra class every Saturday 8 p.m. on our main channel, which is so you get main session here, and on the other channel, the main channel, you have classes. Currently, the CSAT classes are going on. Okay. Yeah, so that's it. Jaldi se aap like or share kar do. We are gonna begin now. So we are gonna start with another reading comprehension. Now, one thing that remains true, like it has been like that for a long time with respect to mains exam, is the number of questions from reading comprehension. We get more questions of reading comprehension, and I want you to be prepared with respect to reading speed, understanding, and answering. Okay, so this is your first passage today. It's just this much, no other slide, only one slide, this much of the passage, and question is on the right hand side. Please start working on it. आंसर आपको यहाँ चैट में देना है. The answer to this one is materialize. We'll understand all the questions together. There are 3-4 questions, or just because the passage is small, number of questions are less as well. This one is C. This should not take a lot of time because it's Pretty much a direct question. Answer is so. Out of three questions based on one small passage, there were two questions which were pretty much direct, and one question for which you were supposed to read the whole para, which was not again that difficult. So you get such multiple passages in your exam in mains. Okay, that is one pattern we have observed. तो पहला क्वेश्चन है ब्लैंक में क्या आ सकता है, थोड़ा सा आगे पीछे का पढ़ो, गेट अ कॉन्टेक्स्ट. We are saying production contracted, merchandise exports shrank. RBI was categorical in its assessment for a recovery, that a recovery would start only from October. For even that to dash, the center must act. So we are seeing things going down and some remedy is going to start later on. So this thing to happen, to materialize is something जो पक्की होती है. So we think of something and when we actually do it and it gives us result, उसे हम materialize करना बोलते हैं. एक example देती हूँ. Let's say you got a proposal, okay, for marriage and your family is talking to the other family, you are talking to the prospect, okay, and things are just like going on in a very casual manner. It is not yet materialized. When both of you say yes and then the preparation of wedding and marriage starts, that's when the things are materializing. Okay, so this is the context of the word materialize. Also we wanted word first form which was only this one, right? तो यहाँ पे आंसर आपका बहुत easily आ जाता था. Now the second question, it says which of the following can be concluded. For conclusion, absolutely necessary for you to read everything. और लास्ट वाला पार्ट ज़्यादा अच्छे से रीड करना होता है. So the economy is mired in a demand drought that is unlikely to abate anytime soon. Negative beginning. Private consumption extended a downtrend. Investment activity contracted. Data coming in for the current fiscal are revealing devastating impact that the lockdown has had. So सब कुछ नीचे 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 जा रहा है. Output at the 8 core industries that represent 40% contracted by 38%. Exports shrank. RBI को वाला पढ़ लिया है हमने already. Its package so far has been focused on credit enhancement measures. तो यहाँ सेंटर किस डायरेक्शन में हेल्प कर रहा है. बट द इम्पेरेटिव ना ऑथर ने पूरा बता दिया नेगेटिव कहाँ कहाँ क्या क्या डाउन जा रहा है. But the imperative now is to bite the bullet and opt for a massive fiscal stimulus. अभी रास्ता ये है कि हमें financial help aid चाहिए that actually puts cash in the hands of consumers and millions of jobless people to help revive demand. डिमांड तभी बढ़ेगी जब लोगों के हाथ में पैसा होगा. जॉबलेस रहेंगे तो कैसे पैसा होगा, तो ऐसा कुछ करना पड़ेगा. The Indian economy is evidently witnessing a slowdown. It is so evident. Numbers बता रहा है author everything. With weak consumption demand being a factor. तभी तो author आखिरी में consumption बढ़ाने के लिए कुछ suggest कर रहा है. Author is saying imperative now is do whatever but something that will put cash in the hands of consumers. That means consumers currently they don't have enough money. And since money is lacking, demand भी कम हो गई है. लेना ही नहीं, कहाँ से लेंगे. So weak consumption demand is factor. Why A, B, D are wrong? Ensuring timely and adequate funding and fixing the wage levels are essential. See, this is true. This is true. This is something that we would want, but this is not the conclusion of the passage. This is a suggestion. This is something that can help. Ensuring lower borrowing costs as well as adequate availability of credit is crucial. This could be an assumption or something, an inference, but not conclusion. Conclusion has to be in line with the thought of the passage. As, as far as rural demand is concerned, the government must go beyond income supplementing scheme. Okay, so this is again a suggestion. Out of this, only C makes sense as a conclusion. So of course, आपका question भी matter करता है कि आपने सही पढ़ा है कि Bite the bullet is a very popular phrase asked a lot of times in exam. Deciding to do something difficult. Imagine there is a bullet, okay, like revolver wala bullet, not bullet. So it would not. No one would like to take one on, right? तो इसी को ऐसे याद रखो कि कुछ अच्छा नहीं है, डिफिकल्ट है, हमें नहीं करना फिर भी करना पड़ता है. दैट इज समथिंग बाइटिंग द बुलेट. ओके, तो उसका आंसर था डिसाइडिंग टू डू समथिंग डिफिकल्ट. चलो, लेट्स मूव ऑन. We have another passage now. Again, one slide में ही है passage. Please keep your screens on full screen so that आप इसे पढ़ सको. We have just 2 questions, okay, based on this passage. Just like I told you earlier, you get multiple RCs in mains exam. तो आपकी रीडिंग स्पीड बहुत अच्छी होनी चाहिए. दे आर टाइम कंज्यूमिंग, डुएबल, समटाइम्स इजी ऑल्सो, बट टाइम कंज्यूमिंग. There you go. That's the first question. इन्फ्रेंस का है, करना शुरू करेंगे आप लोग. Answer to this one is only the third. Next question. Assuming you have just read the passage, I am not willing to give a lot of time for this particular question. So, what you can infer from the passage? But one, a death spiral may not be an immediate concern for discount. You have to understand the hidden meaning whenever you want to answer any inference-based question. Okay. So the center's sustainable rooftop implementation of this initiative ensures there is an initiative that ensures the power distribution. Companies, discoms remains key bodies for the project. The ministry listed out tasks which discoms will undertake. They include providing ABCD, ये सारी चीजें. Further, discoms would be incentivized by the way of performance linked incentives for undertaking these tasks. ये टास्क लेंगे तो इनको incentives मिलेंगे. Then net metering is one of the essential requirements. While most states have approved net metering, it was found despite most states announcing this, overall implementation is patchy. Something is there जो कि requirement है but वो follow नहीं हो रही है. Adding to this agony, some states are proposing to withdraw the benefits available to consumers. Now, Maharashtra plans a system where consumers will supply power at the grid of fixed tariff grid. So, fixed grid tariff. Maharashtra ने कुछ decide किया है. RTS projects will slow down and in turn will impact overall targets. With these short-term measures may result in financial disadvantage. That's perilous for debt-ridden discounts. तो ये डिस्कॉम्स में कहाँ लूप होल्स हैं, उनके लिए क्या हो रहा है. The net metering process is very tough to be implemented as there is a lot of legal bindings. See, we can see बहुत जगह वो नहीं हो रहा है. Okay, at a lot of place this is not being implemented, but the reason is legal binding. ये हमें नहीं मिलता है. The central government is giving discoms total authority to implement RTS project. This is also not what we get to see. Okay, discoms को उनके साथ में मिलके काम करना है. A death spiral may not be an immediate concern for discoms in India. Death spiral means यहाँ पे पूरे से ही खत्म हो रहे. It's not what is happening. Some places this government wants कि discoms सही हो जाएं. They do a couple of tasks under the initiative, but it's not like it's gonna vanish forever, है ना. So it is not an immediate concern कि इनका काम ही इनका यूज ही खत्म हो जाएगा. Also, the tone here is reflective. Author is mentioning, helping us to reminding us कि इसके बारे में सोचो, what could be done. In longer run, these certainly encourage consumers to move away from grid-connected projects that's perilous for the debt-ridden discoms. ऐसा होता है, ऐसा होता है. So he is reflecting on the way discoms have been acting all over the country and the things they are going through, है ना. यहाँ कुछ भी डिस्क्राइब नहीं करा है, नेगेटिव नहीं है टोन, बिकॉज देर आर सम solution, something which is simply there, initiative is simply there. वो क्या कर रहा है क्या नहीं कर रहा है वो दिया है. तो नेगेटिव टोन हम इसे नहीं बोल सकते. ऑल्सो अगर नेगेटिव होता तो सिनिकल भी होता. बोथ आर सेम. So now you have 5 sentences. Basically those 5 sentences are giving you a paragraph और आपको इनके बेस पर 3 questions करना है. That's your first question on the right hand side. answer to this one is C. Next one. See, the questions here are quite different. What should be the best approach to do these type of questions? Okay. Now, this is the pattern where question is very specific. You are not required to go deep into understanding. This question is where you have to see what would fit between first and the second one. So, उतने ही ऊपर ध्यान दो. Focus on this first, second sentence and the options. For this answer is none of the above. Go with this one. I'll explain. This is the last question of this passage. So I'll explain how you're supposed to do when I explain the answers. Okay. So right now, try to do this one. Okay. Answer to this one is A. So this is you can think of it as a parajumble solved in front of you, but now you have some extra questions. So first one is a replacement question. For this one, just understand what exactly is being spoken. Okay. So which among the following would replace statement one? The context of first statement and whatever the answer is should be same. So taking higher education online is much like taking up a sport such as cricket, football, or boxing online. So conducting online classes for higher education. Again, there is a comparison. Okay, taking higher education online. The other way to say is conducting online classes for higher education. It's like telling Virat Kohli to bat online and telling Michelle to bowl to him online. So this is like taking a sport to online. उसी का extension है, उसी को describe करा है. So instead of using this first statement, I can definitely use C statement without altering the meaning altogether. Okay, I hope you understand. Replacement has to be of the same tone, same thought, just words are little bit changed. ऑनलाइन क्लासरूम प्रोग्राम्स इज अ बेन, ऐसा तो नेगेटिव नहीं बोला है यहाँ पे कौन. इट्स अ कंपैरिजन विच ऑथर हैज मेड इन फर्स्ट स्टेटमेंट. Instead of expanding the network of institutions across the country and increasing seats की बात नहीं है, expansion की बात नहीं, government plans, government क्या कर रही हो तो और बात नहीं है, तो B बहुत ही irrelevant है. The lockdown has given impetus to online learning, which is being seen as a substitution. Again, there is a comparative tone here, which is not present in A. इसमें आंसर बहुत ही easily C था. Now there is a question where you have to add an information between two statements. Okay, so now we know starting किससे करी है. Now question है कि first and second के बीच में कौन सा fit होगा. So second says one has not only learned the sports unless one has engaged with it in one's gully, stadium, field or ring. So when author made a comparison, he is continuing with that comparison. Okay, you can understand. He is saying taking higher education online is like learning a sport or playing a sport online. One cannot learn the sport unless one has actually, physically, in reality, played it. Okay, so he is not changing the tone, he is not skipping to the second point, he is still continuing the same point as the second one. So if I want to add any information between first and the second one, वो भी ये जो comparison है उसके साथ उसके according होना चाहिए. A says people who remain physically inactive for long periods because of gaming may be at a higher risk of obesity, etc. Again, which is true, but इससे लेना देना नहीं है ना कि online education is similar to sports online खेलना. E-learning requires strong self-motivation and time management skills, which is true, not false. But बीच में डाल के वापस से फर्स्ट पॉइंट पर आने का कोई फायदा नहीं है. Tangibly, the most negative effect of online class is a higher rate of class failure, dropouts. यहाँ पे again we are not talking about the failure, we are simply still in the second sentence comparing online education with online sports in a way. College students spending too much time on online games every week. वापस से बहुत ही specific आ गया. First और second के बीच में you could get a new information. कुछ new words होंगे, कुछ नई बात होगी. Let's say we can exemplify something जो football से relate करेगा. One has not learned how to goal or how to put a goal unless the person has played it in school, in courts. तो ऐसे करके कुछ होता, भले ही न्यू इन्फॉर्मेशन है, बट इट रिलेट्स टू द टोन ऑफ व्हाट इज गिवन इन फर्स्ट एंड सेकंड वन, क्योंकि उसके बीच में सेंटेंस डालना है. हेंस नन ऑफ द अबव यहाँ पे आंसर था. एंड आई एम वेरी ग्लैड जिन्होंने भी यहाँ पे सही आंसर दिया है. Which among the following would fit between the fourth and the fifth one? आगे देखते हैं. Education classroom acts as a space where skills such as all these are learned and practiced. So in education classroom में क्या होता है? Physical classroom. It is intriguing to see what the policy makers behind the Swayam platform have left out courses in engineering etc. on the grounds that they involve lab and practical work. अभी fourth का tone is what is missing. It is intriguing that policy makers ने कितनी सारी चीजें left out करी है because उसमें practical knowledge की need है. Fifth, change of the tone. How do I know? From the word although. Although this move makes sense. This move, I want to talk about a move. Previously कुछ move की बात होगी तभी तो मैं बोल सकती हूँ ना, although this move makes sense. It seems to suggest that pure science, etc. are largely lecture and theory based. So, answer must be something that helps us understand what was the move. Okay? So, taking lab and practical classes online is impossible to achieve as it will require students to have their own labs at home. Okay? And hence, the move that let it be removed, let practical subjects not be taught, it's something that we are focusing purely on theory. आपको समझ में आ रहा है? I hope you are getting the point here. Subjects like pure science, arts, etc. also require labs, but the authorities ignored this point. Although this moves make sense, it seems again the same thing. Okay, arts and all, arts, social science are lecture and theory based. तभी ये क्यों बोल रहे हैं? Also require labs. जब उनके बारे में although बोल के हम ये बोल रहे हैं, so it makes no sense. Authorities failed to convert courses like all of them online. Failure की बात नहीं हो रही है यहाँ पे प्लेटफॉर्म में. They have missed out on some courses which are practical and उसके कॉन्टेक्स्ट को आगे बढ़ाना है. तो फेलियर या अचीवमेंट की बात नहीं हो रही है. व्हाट इज प्रेजेंट, व्हाट इज नॉट प्रेजेंट की बात हो रही है. हेंस ये भी नहीं था. ऑनलाइन क्लासेस रिक्वायर लॉट ऑफ इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर इज अ वेरी जनरल सेंटेंस. हम इस पॉइंट पे काफी स्पेसिफिक चीजों की बात कर रहे हैं एंड हेंस यहाँ पे हम इसे नहीं आगे बढ़ाएंगे. ओके, there you go. This is triple filler. Please start working on it. Answer to this one is BCD. The move of only, okay, Anand. So, in the previous question, the move that was to exclude some of the subjects which required labs and all and include only theory based, उस move की बात हो रही है. That was better understood जब हम वो जो हमारा आंसर वाला स्टेटमेंट है वो बीच में लगाते हैं. Okay? So certain animals voluntarily shed a body part in response to attempted dash. Attempted what? I need a noun. Attempted goes, attempted predation because something is attacking and they are doing something. उसके response में so predation. Follows, allows, distracts, defense. Defense हो सकता था but first वाले blank के लिए S कहीं भी option में है नहीं. So I know that for sure 3 options are out. Okay. A lizard losing their tails when they are pulled by a predator. इससे और clear हो जाता था कि predation आएगा. Studies have shown that severed tail dash and repetitive motion. So severed tail singular है. अब यहाँ पे एक action हो रहा है. It follows. Okay, कुछ होते रहता है उसमें. तो दोनों ही जगह C है आपका. Thus enabling lizard to escape. Now researchers have found. It's a very cringy passage, by the way. The researchers have found the answer to what dash lizards. What? E. What distracts lizards or what allows them to shed their tail easily. तो ये तो allow हो रहा है ना because lizard वो lose कर रही है जानबूझकर बचने के लिए. We understand from the passage plus little bit from the practical experience one might have. So यहाँ पे allows आएगा and you have your answer BC. So this would be the last question here. Data from an gas exploration company has now helped geologists dash a series. Geologists को क्या हुआ होगा, discover करा होगा, है ना? And we wanted a verb here. So out of all, there was just one verb, meaningful one in fact, और उसी में answer आपका आ जाता है. Okay? So see, don't ignore grammar. Grammar will always help you be confident of your answer, and sometimes vocab, the meaning won't help, but the grammar, if you know of the word, will help you. Now it says the team looked at seismic reflection data, which are dash collected, so which are routinely collected, regularly collected, and many recorders called geophones record the sound echoing of layers dash the surface. दो नाउन के बीच में हमेशा एक preposition होता है, and the answer here is layers के beneath, नीचे की बात हो रही होगी, लेयर के पीछे की नहीं, layer by layer earthquake की बात हो रही है. So even from the last one or from the second one or from the first one, किसी भी एक से आप पूरा question crack कर सकते थे. So we have to play smart as well whenever we are attempting questions in exam. The presence of mind को रखो, practice it in every session that we are taking here online, or if you are following any mock test, anything, आपके preparation time में भी just think as if this is the real exam, how would you do it? So you keep the approach very much similar, वो simulate करो उस environment को, and you will see a lot of difference in the quality of your practice. Okay? So I'll see you now later, guys. My classes are going on under our paid courses also. Currently descriptive classes चल रही हैं. For more details, check out the description below. Make sure to like and share the video, and thank you so much once again. Don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you later. Bye.